In this video I'm going to show you how to make an oil pastel monoprint. A monoprint is a type of print where you're just making one copy of the image, which is why it's mono. Mono means one. You're going to take your image, in this case we're going to make a monoprint of this skull, and you're going to turn that piece right over and you're going to colour in, I've already done this to show you, but the whole of the background that covers that skull on the other side. So you're just going to use your oil pastel and shade in all the background. You want it really sort of black and dark with no white bits showing through. If there are any white bits, then your image is not going to print onto the other side. So when you've done that, you then turn over your piece of paper and you're going to use a little bit of masking tape and you're going to stick that to the top of your book. You may need a piece of masking tape on the bottom, but you will need to lift up the paper from time to time. So that's on there and the oil pastel is on the back. You're then going to take a biro or a pen, a pencil, and you are just going to start drawing around the outside of the skull or the image that you've chosen. You don't have to press really hard, but you do need to press quite firmly so that your marks are pressing onto the oil pastel on the back of the paper. I'm just going to show you what happens as you do this. So if I draw this little section here, when I lift up my paper, you can see that the pen has pushed through onto the oil pastel and is onto the page there. Now, a really good technique to use on this is cross hatching. So when you use cross hatching, you use marks with your pen or pencil that are sort of straight lines, and then you overlay them with another set of marks. And this is a sort of slightly scribbled effect. And this is going to work well on this piece here. So what you're going to do is wherever the areas are dark on your picture, once you've done the outline, you're then going to shade in with your biro or pencil those areas, and when it gets slightly lighter you just make fewer marks. You can try pressing slightly lighter, and I've seen some students turn their pen around and they actually sort of work their pen in circular motions onto the area that they want to be slightly less dark. And the effect this gives, as you can see, is some various patterns and mark making smudges on there, and you're going to build up the whole of the image in this way. And don't take your paper off until you're absolutely sure that you've finished and drawn the whole thing. There's also a second option where you can draw this one, and it's exactly the same process. So you've got your oil pastel on this side, and you can see I've started working on the eye area there.